Hi. So, okay, the last we left off, it was right before a big combat.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, shitloads of robots. Color coded
Yes,
for our convenience.
there were a shit ton of robots. What was about 3 dozen of them, if I remember correctly?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Swear that was more than last time, but sure.
So yeah, there are roughly 3 dozen of these robots that have all come to life wave after wave. Let's just go ahead and scroll up to the vault. Here we go. Uh, so, because because they're going to declare first always, because they're just mindless robots. I'm not going to have any calls for initiative or anything. And I believe the other NPC here with you is
Anna.
Anna and her Ivara.
Mm-hmm.
Someone can always choose at any time to add one person at a time, rather. Can add awesome times 2 to a defense to basically have her make you invisible for a round. And alternatively can get an extra die on an attack. So that's the bonus that you have here for Anna alongside of you. She will not actually be doing much fighting, but she will support you.
All right, she's a pacifist.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, they're robots, but still.
Yeah. So she will render you invisible, or provide covering fire.
Ah, I can be pseudo Loki still.
So yeah. But that can only be used once per round.
Gotcha.
All right. So there are 3 groups of robots, 12 each. One is red, the other is blue, the other is green. They have stripes. They have stripes along the fronts of their bodies indicating this. The green group is going to fire upon see here. It's going to be Trinity.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this red, green, blue, so I can actually remember it. The red group is going to fire on Trinity. The green group is going to fire on Excalibur, and the blue group is going to fire upon Rhino. What you guys gonna do?
Who goes first?
I'm not calling for any initiative order because they are going to declare first, so you guys can then declare in whatever order you want. Initiative would only matter if something would possibly declare after you.
Technically, I think it still it would be isn't it? You wouldn't be Yanto MT Kirei if we wanted to be really technical, but
you want to be technical about it, sure, but I'm not gonna be that restrictive here.
Yeah, fair enough.
Kirei with her 8 out brains plus out thing.
Look, we get it. You're good at it, okay? I mean, Yanto is just going to pull out Memoria and is going to blat.
All right.
I forget what Splash does.
Hits an additional. When you damage an enemy, it also damages an adjacent location on them with the same hit.
Yes.
Oh, it's spray that hits multiple targets.
Yeah. I Splash in this case against threats. You will deal that much in splash and extra damage.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, he'll definitely just whip out Memoria and start hosing down the. Which one's the green group that are firing at Yanto?
No, that's
Yes.
mine.
Oh,
Or
sorry.
Blue is firing upon Yanto. Yes, sorry.
Blue. In which case, well, he'll tank that and he'll return fire to the. He'll start shooting on the ones that are affecting everyone else.
Okay, so you're going to try and fire upon.
I would say probably the ones firing on Kirei.
Okay.
Because I can only assume Trinity is about to start trying to solve the puzzle.
Well, the puzzle is very simple.
The puzzle is we need to kill the things so that the
Every time
pipe
one
is
of
blocked.
these die, water fills up. And all the pipes around the room. So, you want to kill the things.
just kill all the things.
This is less of a puzzle and more of a big old fight.
Just mash the button.
So, all right. Who's next?
I'll take it.
All right, what you gonna do with it?
All these green ones, I'm gonna use radial blind.
All right. Okay.
Hopefully they have something with which to blind.
I mean, yes.
I never really question it in the game when I use it against like MOAs and stuff. It's like they don't have eyes, do they?
They have sensors, I guess.
It works.
All right. All right. You're going to use radial blinds against the crew that is going after you.
Yes.
Okay. And Kirei, what you going to do?
You know what? Which thing to do? Let's do this. Kirei is going to split some actions and attempt to link with each group.
You're going to attempt transference?
No. Trinity's ability link.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. All right. I can dig this. That's using your noggin right there.
Who's fiddling with dice?
That's me. I'm sorry.
I hear you fiddling.
I'm done fiddling.
Put that fiddle away.
I'm putting this fiddle away. I was just getting some dice to keep
Luke already thinks that we're all prospectors.
I mean, aren't we though?
Hey, gay prospectors.
Gay I mean, like I said.
Am I not a gay prospector though?
Well, I ain't saying you're a gold digger.
Certainly not if he's dating you.
Oh. Now I'm sad.
Damn, Zach, that was low, buddy.
Good job you're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
Chase you out the fucking broom.
Don't worry. I don't have enough money to change the locks on the doors.
Just wait until he comes back and whack him in the knee with a frying pan. Give him the full misery experience.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everyone roll.
I was going to say, I forgot that I could split actions. Can I split actions to attack twice?
Yeah.
I will do that. So drop a die.
Anyone using Anna's help?
You know what? Kirei will ask Anna if no one else has a use for her to render her invisible next round, so that she can support without risk being targeted.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Everyone roll. That needs to go through my headphones.
Nice.
Okay. So, what happens is the Reds, who were targeting, I believe, Trinity.
What? Did I miss
All right.
something?
So,
It's fine. It's nothing.
they open fire with their rifles and deal 4 shocks to your 9.
All right.
That breaks your highest set,
Which
but
will be the 10s.
yes. However, the 3x9 does go off. So, would you be linking with red or blue in that case?
We'll say blue.
Okay. All right. And yeah, after taking considerable gunfire, you throw up a bond between Trinity and the Blue Man group. Then what happens next there? Boo this man. I'm sorry. Couldn't think of anything else that was blue. That was like iconically blue.
The Smurfs?
Smurfs? Sure, the Smurfs.
Look, if in the distant apocalyptic space future, if the Smurfs still exist, I do not want to be a part of this reality anymore.
Your watered down communist analog's not good enough for you.
Okay, so Excalibur is unfortunately gunned down quite fiercely, dealing 4 damage to your location 6.
My blade.
Yeah, you find yourself you find yourself in the crosshairs of the greens, and throw out your blade to block several incoming shots, but in turn damage the sword.
How many
4
4?
shots.
That just breaks the skana.
Ooh. Yeah, the upper half of the skana chips, and part of it flies off. But you have survived that volley. Then Rhino I made him
Go on.
And so Rhino, however, Yanto, you take Memoria and just quick fire a volley of shots straight into the group of blue robots.
Wait, did they not even hit me?
Well, they did. They would have. They hit on 5s, on 2x5.
Ah.
So you break their set. So yeah, it's a pair of shots volley into them. That's total of 3, 6 total. It looks like, yeah. And you cut down the majority of them, just half of them in a single go.
Nice. You do hear Rhino kind of. You do hear
Memoria is a good weapon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That splash is very nice, coupled with that gnarly times 2. Yeah, Yeah, you just Yanto shouting over the gunfire. I am the biggest target in this room. Raise your game.
You're Rhino. Just Rhino stomp all the groups.
This is also true.
That'll
range.
get their attention.
Needs more range. All right. So, top of the rounds.
And then Anna makes Trinity invisible.
Yeah, Anna does make Trinity invisible, as well, firing an arrow at her that suddenly makes her invisible. So yeah, you will not be targeted this round. Yeah, top of the round here, the green group is actually going to march forward and stand in front of the blue group to effectively cover them. So they're going to actually make a defense roll for the blue group. The blue group is going to make a try to get a calculated shot onto Rhino, and the red group is going to continue doing what they're doing, assaulting Excalibur. Yes. Okay. What you guys gonna do?
Probably seeing that the green group are trying to defend the blues and that the reds are about to come over and curb stomp Excalibur. Yeah, so it's probably going to turn around and double tap the red group.
Okay. All right. The rest of yous?
Well, pissed that my fucking Skana Prime got chipped. I will pull out the Exalted Blade, and I'll try some Slash Dash.
All right. And Kirei.
Are they both? They're both targeting red group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Green is currently protecting blue.
Kirei will. Do I think your guys' stuff has wicked fast on it, right? I take it.
I don't.
I do.
Okay, I guess that won't work. Kirei will split actions between having Trinity cast Blessing and Energy Vampire.
All right. Who are you vamping?
We'll vamp the red group.
Okay.
Since that's who everybody's attacking.
All right.
Now, you didn't have this written down, but do they have to attack? No, because that's not how Energy Vampire works. As long as I target somebody, as long as I target somebody, we get the energy.
Yeah.
Even if in the game it's faster if people are also attacking them.
Correct.
So,
all right, cool. Everyone roll. Also, who is going to take Anna's help?
Yanto will probably ask for just cover me, and
all right,
take an extra die on that.
Yeah, she'll fire a volley of arrows, basically over your head, and at things that would be potentially attacking you. So you can add an extra die to your attack.
Nice.
So do you want the bad news?
What's the bad news?
2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ooh. I mean, I barely did much better.
I
got 2 by
fucking
1.
slash dash into a wall and then get bullets riddled throughout my asshole.
Ooh.
Don't worry, guys. I got you covered.
Thanks.
As he runs into combat, gets utterly fucking destroyed.
Thank God for that, because I have worse news.
No,
Oh
no.
no.
So, going off on with 6,
Oh my god.
Excalibur is just riddled with bullets.
Yeah, remember that thing I said about the asshole? I didn't have one before, but now.
You got so
It'd
many.
be nice to have a couple extra people for help here. Also, this pretty much confirms Kirei's suspicion that you were in no way supposed to complete this solo. It'd be
This bit would just
virtually
ruin you.
impossible for any single Tenno to take out this many units by themselves.
So yeah, Excalibur is just riddled, just run down with bullets, taking 6 shocks to location 5.
Okay. Goodbye, Lado. That bleeds up.
Yes. Then the group that was the blue group that was going to attempt to fire upon Yonto, they just miss. they just miss. They don't make a single set. And Yonto, Rhino, fires another volley of explosive shots into this time into the red group. Let's 4. Cutting down 4 of them, just straight in a row. And an invisible Trinity throws a hand down onto the floor, and everyone is restored by its 2 dice. Yes,
Two dice, 2 dice, 2 9s plus 3 area dice of healing.
Yes. So everyone rolls 3 dice.
I'm not gonna roll because I only have 1 location damage, so it all heals the same location no matter what I roll. But
so everyone roll 3 dice, heal dice to those locations, as well as healing 2 dice to 9s. The healing does go up too. So if a location that would be healed is already at max, it heals up.
Nice. Rhino is fully back up to spec.
I imagine.
How much does that heal? I'm sorry.
2 to the 9s, and then roll 3 dice and heal 1 to each of those locations.
Cool. Thanks.
Roll 3. And it does bleed, quote unquote, up.
Yeah.
So if you
Well, Alato is mysteriously back.
Heal my gun.
Thank you.
You feel reinvigorated. All right. So, this having been done, Trinity is now visible.
Yep.
And let's see. Let me just roll a die here, because 2 things happened that would draw their attention. All right. Healer drew aggro. The blue group and red group are going to open fire on Trinity.
It is worth noting for what they would take that into consideration for another round. Trinity is still linked to the blue group.
They are mindless robots.
Okay.
With very basic concepts of tactics. The blue group is not quite aware that they are firing into themselves.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
The green group, however, will put Rhino in their sights as the one who's done the most damage draws their attention. What you guys gonna do?
Feeling reinvigorated, Rhino is going to roar and split actions to also. How do you make a How do you defend another with this? Brain does not brain.
I mean, you can roll defense.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to. The more they hit Trinity, the more they take.
Oh no,
out
of course. Sorry, brain. I'm being dense. In which case, yeah, he will roar, then split actions to. I suppose I could roar and then just stomp.
Go after green. They're undamaged.
Yep.
And they're also the ones shooting at you.
Green still has 12 dice left.
Yeah, they're undamaged because I can't get a hit off.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah, in which case I'll give MT some backup. So yeah, he'll roar and then he'll defend MT.
And no one's targeting MT.
I've
got two groups targeting me, and you've got one targeting you. The two hurt groups are targeting me, and the one full group is targeting you.
Then I will just roar, okay? I will just roar and hope I get a good width.
Okay.
Okay.
Trying to buff your allies then?
Yep.
Okay.
I can put support too.
What does that do again?
It adds width in gnarly for width in rounds.
Okay. Will that affect the shot I make this round? Only if it goes off first, I take it.
It goes off first. Yes.
It's not going to go off first, but oh well. That's fine.
Okay. Trinity / Excalibur?
Yeah, Kirei likes supporting, but she also is done fucking around. She pulls out she's seen that they're dangerous. She pulls out her Lanka and takes a shot at the red group.
Okay.
Actually, she'll split actions and take 2 shots.
Ooh, fancy. All right.
And you know what? Fuck this. Since getting a hit off with the sword isn't working, MT's just gonna fucking slam Excalibur's fist to the ground and pop out some radial javelins.
Hell yeah. Do it.
I'm bound to get something.
And who is taking Anna's help?
If you've got area on the tech, even if you miss, you still deal the area damage. So
Yes.
you know what? Kirei will ask for some covering fire this time since she's taken a bunch of
All right.
shots to roll an extra die.
Okay. Go ahead and everyone roll.
Oh well.
Nice. That's okay.
That is not what I hope to see rolling 8 dice. Oh well.
Yeah, man becomes German for a second there. Then you get the guy's ring in Dark Souls.
Never played Dark Souls.
Ah, never mind. Harvel is a man you find in the basement with a large club and a very bad attitude.
I think I do remember that. I never played Dark Souls personally, but enough people in this house played Dark Souls that every time I would walk in the living room, like, I'd see something fucking happening.
He was specifically put there to punish people who went, I'll get the skeleton key so I can go into all the areas at the beginning. And you run into like a mid-game boss. It's like, sup, I'm going to fuck your day.
Happy Dark Souls.
Okay. So, what happens here is, well, firstly, Trinity fires into the red group, going first. Absolutely going first.
Yeah,
Going
the Wonka
firstest.
has a lot of wicked fast on it.
The firstest of peoples going there. Yes. Absolutely breaking their set. They are unable to actually fire upon you. The same actually goes for the blue group, who once again whiff constantly. This whole fight, the blue group has not actually successfully hit anything.
Why aren't I fighting them?
Rhino lets out a roar, buffing all of his allies. As everyone feels invigorated by the presence of this war god. That happens to actually go off before the radial javelin. So,
Nice.
how much gnarly is that now? It's with the gnarly, I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
The radial javelin also has sweet.
that also applies here too.
Okay.
Because
just
this isn't
so you
threats.
know.
How much sweet?
One
One.
sweet.
And you were attacking which group again?
The green group, I believe.
The green group? Okay. So
Does Javelin not have area on it?
it does.
You put it below. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Probably hits all of them with the area though.
You're in a big enough space that you're.
Oh,
that,
is this room actually big enough to not
this
have
room's
that?
pretty big, yeah.
Okay. I assumed this was kind of a clusterfuck happening.
No, it's pretty large. So you cut them in half.
Hi, I'm Excalibur.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
MT, you cut their numbers in half. Sending radial javelins through each and every one of them. Taking off arms and legs of survivors, but half of them are honestly destroyed. Just speared like a kebab. The remnants, however, are able to get one shot off, and Rhino takes 2 shocks to your six.
Actually, there's something I would like to point out, Nate.
Yo.
Excalibur's area would hit the blue group because the green had moved right next to the blue group to protect them.
Good point. So they will also take 2. A very good point. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes,
I'm gonna get shot in his gigantic fists.
Yes. Absolutely.
Right in the Pirax.
You throw up your fists to block the shots, and it singes the back of your Furex.
I just polished that, you motherfucker.
Okay. So, they are going to.
Are they going to merge into one big multicolored group because we've like halved all of them?
This rainbow coalition of robot ass kicking.
Yes.
Isn't that
They
a near
are-
automata thing?
They are going to. They are going to merge into one gigantic group. They're going to form up on red.
Oh,
So I'm
shit,
going
they're
to
Voltron.
drop 2 dice because the 2 groups are forming up like that.
Mhm.
So I'm going to drop a die from each one as they take the time to run over and merge into red.
Okay.
To make them a 14 die threat. This big old group is going to the one that has drawn their ire the most. There are two possibilities. Go evens, odds.
Evens.
Well, I'm already determining who's even and who's odd.
We're all odd.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Evens, because I don't like those odds.
This giant group is going to attempt to destroy Rhino.
Bring it. May I just ask, does the raw buff affect me as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, am I
So that
about to
gave us-
take a shot and a half?
So that gave us all three extra
Three gnarly. Yep. 3 extra gnarly.
Oh, this will be fun.
Oh, I already have splash times 1 and gnarly times 2, so that gives me effectively gnarly times 6.
So,
Uh,
what's everyone going to do?
Double tap.
They're,
Just obliterate them.
they're incidentally going to split actions once to try and hit you twice.
Ooh,
as a threat,
okay.
they
I know, right?
They don't need to drop actions to split actions, right? They get to use all their sets, or was that a wild talents thing?
I think it's a wild talents thing.
Ah, okay. Well, in any case, they're one big group, and they're not targeting her, and they're instead targeting someone she cares about, and they are, and she also just got a big buff to damage. So, Kirei drops back. Kirei, you see like Kirei go full like crouching, drops back, aiming with the Lanka, and just, we'll say barrages like 3 shots out.
Just maximum
legit.
fuck. Yeah, tagging in Legend of Clem here. This seems like
I'll
demented.
throw in the relationship with Yanto to this.
Okay. Remember, you are in your Warframe, so this is the Warframe more or less eating the relationship.
Yes, but she's not being targeted.
Exactly. I was just pointing out.
I know. I know.
Okay, cool.
But
And well, since the javelins seem to work so good, and Empty doesn't want anything bad happening to Yanto, she's going to go at it again with even more ferocity this time. Just fucking wailing as many javelins as Excalibur can possibly summon in one go.
Okay. Who is taking Anna's buff?
I'll take it this time.
Okay.
What's that give me? An extra dice?
Yeah, gives you an extra die.
Yeah, she's got arrows, I've got javelins. It's great.
All right, everyone roll your dice.
What is a javelin but like a longer arrow?
I mean, what is an arrow but a tiny javelin?
they might be mostly dead. I mean, before they even get to do anything. I suppose they could actually beat my width with the amount of dice they're rolling. It's not impossible, but
It's not impossible, but I assure you it didn't happen.
okay. Well,
I was not impressed with their roll.
well, they're going to take 10 damage at width 6 speed.
Yeah, and how also the javelin. How did that go?
I got 2 9s and 3 3s.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, I don't know. You guys,
I
one
don't
by
know.
one by one, describe your part of this coup de grace. You wipe all of them out. That you destroy all of them.
Like rain blotting out the artificial sun in whatever fucking hellscape we're in. Arrows and javelins rain down from the sky and also from the ground, piercing everything that is not an ally.
Just in the middle of all this chaos, Yanto selects a couple of targets that somehow managed to dodge the arrows and the javelins and just pops them with explosive shells.
And then see Kirei in the midst of all this chaos is looking through the scope of her Lanka and is basically calculating angles and fires 2 quick Lanka shots, each that pierce multiple through multiple enemies at once.
You dead shot this.
Yeah. And at the end of it all, they're gone. They're just scraps. All of the water has filled the pipes, and the pipes are all glowing. There is a moment for you guys to bask in how fucking baller that was.
I was going to say, Yanto just takes a moment to pointedly pop the 6 shells out of his Lanka. The only 6 shots he needed to fire that entire combat, and then pops the fresh bunch in. Like,
out of Memoria.
Yeah, that was
nice.
Anna's just like, man, I'm a pacifist now, but even I have to say that was really cool.
Well, it comes with years of experience and training and latent talent.
They chipped my fucking Skana. God damn, I love this thing.
Professionalism is, optional, I suppose.
We can repair it when we return to the ship.
MT, you feel even Excalibur's disappointment in this. That if you weren't currently controlling his movements, he would himself be going over to collect the pieces of the Skana in like a kind of like disappointment, but also hope that it can be restored.
MT's just pissed.
You two are perfectly in sync then.
Would you require a backup weapon for now? It is not a sword, but I can lend you my bow.
No, I'm fine. This is fine.
So, then all of you hear a horrible shattering. Cacophonous shattering that fills the vault.
Do you suppose that glass broke? That's
No,
glass.
I'm sure that was an entirely unrelated gigantic explosion.
Yeah, that was 100% unrelated.
I mean, to be fair, that could actually be Sokomono.
Ha! Yeah.
Actually, no, one of us would already be dead.
Also true.
Kirei will walk back and walk towards the main room to investigate.
You have to just shrug and follow.
You do in fact see that you do in fact see that the glass has shattered, except for one part that is
was used.
that is currently that is currently just a solid, unbreakable block
I can't believe you made the glass stronger.
that is sitting there in like just amidst all of the semi-glowing fluid, semi-glowing water.
Yeah, so he just looks at that like, huh. Well, you learn something new every day.
You want you can give me you can give me an outthink roll if you want.
Sure. I have brains somewhere. There we go. There's some numbers.
In my pocket.
I keep them in a jar in my room.
2 10s.
2 10s. If you get a craftsman who might know what they're doing, you could probably turn that into something useful.
You just want to take a chunk of like extra hardened glass and walk
Yeah.
around with it.
Yeah, I'll snap that shit off.
Like an
Like,
icicle.
You don't have to snap it off of anything. It's just lying there in the puddle.
Oh,
This-
the surrounding glass broke,
just,
so
just,
it's just
just,
a lump.
just,
yeah.
just this round, almost it's almost buckler sized, like chunk of impenetrable glass.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, I can see some potential for this. Duct tapes it to his back.
And yeah, before you is a void key.
Everyone is hesitant to touch it.
Kirei will grab it if nobody else makes a move too.
Take the void key. There's no like vague hints of static in this room at all, so there's no audio log with it. But yeah, you get a void key, and you know full well that you have the last piece of the puzzle.
She doesn't burst into radiant rainbow light.
Oh man, awesome! So we just
Have to find the gate.
yeah.
Well, ideally, that's the worst of it over. Now it's just a case of
Getting lucky.
You found the gate. You found the gate yesterday, though, correct?
Was it yesterday or was it 2 days ago at this point?
Well, the point is the rooms have reset, so you cannot lead us back to the gate room, I take it.
I can't, but there are several other rooms that could transport us there.
Is that so?
If we do some bullshit challenges, yes.
define the quantity and quality of said bullshit.
You've been in this maze for just as long as I have. You should know the quality and quantity of the kind of bullshit it throws at you.
Honestly, the majority of things that we've encountered have been dating games.
Yeah, it's been pretty chill. The worst I did was drink some really suspect cola.
I was trapped on an island my first day.
That might explain the Hawaiian shirt.
Actually, it does. That is where we got it. I was wearing one too, but I switched to this dress.
Oh, that's fair. He goes, Trin, you look good. Thumbs
Trinity, without Kirei's control, gives a dignified pose.
That's impressive since they are still transferred. So
Yeah.
up.
Kirei, it feels weird. It feels like you just gave a dignified pose without actually doing it.
Well, I mean, what right does she have to complain? She figures this is what Trinity feels most of the time when she's there. So
That is entirely it. Yes.
yes. So no, she just rolls with it. It's like fair's fair.
So yeah, you guys have the vault. You've opened it. What do you do?
Well, I suppose we should resume searching then. We need to find the vault itself, or we need to find the gate itself, and we also need to find. And I would also like to find the final piece of the audio log and see what that leads to.
Oh yeah, I'm really curious about that too. Well, I guess we should all head back to the Vista then.
Yep. Well, let's hopefully get through here without getting screwed up some more.
And when you guys step into the entry hall of the vault, the robots that were patrolling there are shut down. No, actually, they're all destroyed. And you see Byron standing in the middle of them all.
I suppose that is one way to get by them.
I had heard the battle going on, and I was going to attempt to back you up, but they got in my way.
I see. Well, at the very least, you prevented them from backing up the enemy.
I suppose that is true. We have a problem.
Oh?
Oh.
Oh.
I believe I found Greta.
She's alive?
I found traces of her, anyhow. Traces that she has been in the plains.
Her specifically and not Hikane?
Yes. There's a particular candy that she likes. I found wrappers.
I see.
Precisely.
In retrospect, that would have been a wise move, knowing that the time and sustenance was part of it. Bringing prepackaged food into the challenge would certainly make lasting it a bit easier.
Also, her placements were smarter than I would like to admit sometimes.
You think she was leaving you a trail?
No. She was throwing her off.
She was throwing
Hikane off.
Well,
whatever the case is, Hikane has been on her trail for a while. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. I do know that Tsukimoto's gone.
Oh, did he get shot?
Right in the head.
I thought he was intentionally going to remain out of his Warframe to prevent that.
He entered his Warframe again because she was firing upon me.
I see.
How can they be teamed up together if they have such a dysfunctional relationship?
I have no idea.
I believe Hikane only behaves that way from him because she knows this is not a lethal challenge. I have no doubt she would not do such a thing if this were truly a matter of life and death.
I hope so.
You saw how you all saw how they behaved. Well, save for Anna, we have all seen how they behaved at Rathum.
Admittedly, yes, but anyway, I don't want to. Why am I trying to analyze the relationship between those two weird people? We've got an unexploded, highly dangerous Tenno running around here after Greta, and will invariably be after us at some point.
This perhaps sounds mean-spirited, but I think it would be for the best if they kept each other busy while we secured the treasure.
I don't think Byron's going to have any of that.
MT is correct. I don't mind if that is what you guys are going to do.
I mean, this has already kind of proven that we need to stick together as a team and work together, because single Tenno splitting off are easy pickings, not just for each other, but for the arena itself.
I see. So, if we if we head into the plains, so you wish to head to the plains and have us confront Hikane?
Or find Greta.
I must say, it is very strange that I would not have thought to see two embers get into a sniper duel.
I mean, were you expecting them to try and burn each other?
Well, yes, frankly.
That wouldn't be a good idea, though. I think both of them are aware of that.
Oh?
Ember is stronger when on fire.
I see. So I had forgotten that trait. So whoever would land the first hit would only make the counterattack stronger.
Exactly. Whoever lands the first blow is the loser.
What a strange interaction. I had never considered that.
So, in a way, a ranged battle is the only one that they can possibly have.
The only winning move is not to play.
No, the only winning move is to shoot the other person before they shoot you.
Or rather, yes, that powers would not be used here.
I have an idea if we would want to try and talk some sense into Hikane.
I'm sorry, but that is quite honestly the funniest thing I think I've heard you say in months.
Do you think she would continue fighting even if she was ejected from her Warframe?
If
Maybe.
you can get close enough to her to do that without receiving a bullet to your face, I will personally give you 500 credits.
I do not need to get close.
How do you mean?
Do you not remember what I found?
I distinctly remember it. I'm just trying to work out. You think you can sneak up on her and use that?
I simply have to get line of sight on her.
Which means she'll have line of sight on you.
Well, it's a good thing she has many targets, and the healer will, and the one without offensive capabilities will likely not be her first. Although she could recognize my healing potential, I suppose.
You're saying you might need a decoy.
Yes, that is what I am saying.
All right. It's a good thing I trust you.
Wait, why are you doing the decoy?
Well, you didn't offer.
I was questioning the sanity of the plan in general, let alone treating anyone as a decoy.
I am open to other ideas. Also, this relies on Trinity being comfortable with this. I will not do so if she is not.
The feeling that you get from Trinity is unease, but she trusts you. And also there's something that she's thinking that she's not telling you.
Kira kind of gives the mental equivalent of a question mark.
She has no idea what you're talking about.
I am open to other suggestions, though, if someone else has another plan. That was just my first thought. I also have the Lanka, so similarly, if we do not wish me to try and pull her, switch places with her in our Warframes, I could also simply attempt to stun her. Or not stun her. That would at least give, even if I could not take her out in one shot, a stun may give others time to close in.
So, I have an idea, and your idea sounds good, but it would mean you not being in Trinity.
Correct.
Because I was thinking to myself, what if I worked out to be the decoy? But of course, with my iron skin and everything, I would be the last thing she'd bother shooting because she knows she wouldn't be able to take me out with one shot. Whereas Excalibur, Trinity, softer, squishier.
Oh,
So why
I
don't-
also just to interject, whoever. So with if we are going to go with Kirei doing the switcheroo, I'm going to make sure she's invisible during it. Sorry, I just wanted to say that before I forgot. Anyway, Yanto, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, if you wanted to get distance on her, then you could ride in Rhino.
Interesting thought. She would
She's-
certainly not be expecting that.
Exactly. And I will do my absolute utmost to not get Trinity shot.
Trinity, would that be acceptable to you?
She's only mildly disappointed.
Again,
She's not telling you.
queer. There's a mental question mark.
She's not telling you. She has no idea what you're talking about.
Or rather, what you're thinking about.
Yeah, this isn't obviously, since it's just mental. Yeah, it's just you just see Kirei sort of pause for a minute as she focuses internally.
Gaza just leans over to him and he goes, whenever she's like this, I always imagine this little loading bar above her head.
That's pretty funny.
She's lagging.
Yeah. Her like there's like several bars for like Wi-Fi that just only one's available right now.
Her frame rates are just tanked.
Signal's real bad.
She's only on 2.4G.
Kirei will.
None of these jokes would be applicable in the distant space future.
Considering
Zach will say Trinity likes the plan that involved the switcheroo and her.
Okay.
She's mildly uncomfortable with the idea of someone else other than you engaging in transference, but there's something she's not telling you.
She's curious about something. Well, I will admit, Yanto, your idea is a very good one. Trinity would prefer that I remain in her and do the switch from her. I think that will be safer if we have Anna make me invisible, though.
If you insist, I mean, it's your frame, it's your plan. Just want to float that as another idea.
Right. Like I said, it is a very good one. Where things like before, that would be the plan I'd be going with.
You can be with me and focus on making sure I don't get taken out in one shot.
And Byron's the Volt, right?
Yes, he is.
Volt should be able to, or Byron should be able to help you evade fire.
This is also true. He kind of looks over at Byron and goes, I've always wanted to go like Volt fast.
We are going to be going very fast.
Oh man, yes.
Very well.
Whatever the case is, we only have one shot at this.
Anna and I will look for a good vantage point to set up. As long as I can spot where Hikane is located, I should be able to attempt the swap.
All right, yeah, that sounds good.
All right, this is Operation Take Out the Wild Card then.
We Operation Take Out the Wild Card? There's got to be something better than that.
What do you want to call it?
I mean, Operation Wild Cards, it's just a bit more succinct.
Okay.
You don't give away what the operation's doing in the name of the operation. Otherwise, people will be like, they're planning this operation, shoot the bad guys. I wonder what they're going to do in that.
That would be a good name for an operation when you're actually intending to sneak by them.
Okay. This is why I generally just run in and start shooting people.
You can't see Kirei, but you get the impression. Her body language suggests a amused expression.
I could hear the smirk. I could taste it.
Kirei,
Yeah.
you feel as if Trinity is digging through your mind to get the answer to a question.
Oh no.
That's interesting.
She wants to know, she wants to be reminded and wants to know the what happens when someone is defeated.
Ah, I see. In this game?
And if their injuries are permanent.
Specifically in this, specifically in the context of this game?
Yes. Yes.
Ah.
Notably, you feel that she's digging around your mind for this.
She knows that's
a little strange.
It is a little strange.
It feels weird.
But she is not digging for a memory that Kirei is particularly keen on hiding.
Yes.
So yeah, she will actively like remember when she and Grayson, was it?
Yeah.
When she and Grayson being in the plane since she was out of Trinity at the time. And Grayson being shot in his Warframe.
Okay. So yeah, you remind her that that
info.
Injuries are not permanent. And she seems satisfied with this information.
Okay. Remind her that any damage done here is not going to be reflected in the when we are done with the challenge, basically.
Correct.
As yeah, there was some visual indication that was just a it was not actually what's his name was not actually what Warframe.
He was in Nova.
Nova, yeah, it wasn't a Nova that fell.
It was more or less a facsimile of Nova.
Yeah, just Nova cardboard cutout. No.
Yeah,
like a Spectre, basically.
Yeah,
like it at the last second it switched out with the Spectre of Nova.
Yes,
that's just sort of going on. That is more of a simple machine going on autopilot.
Mm-hmm. I will, however, call for you to make a charm roll.
Okay. Is this related to the fact that she specifically went with the plan that...
Yes, specifically that you're going along with her idea. Even though she isn't telling you what it is.
Alright, yeah, she trusts Trinity. Trinity's definitely been the most responsible of any of the Awakened Warframes. So yes, absolutely. I will add the relationship with Trinity to this, I suppose. Nope, 10 high.
Okay. All right then. So, yeah, you guys go through the vista, head south into the guest rooms, and yeah, the planes are available to you. Anna, Azivara cloaks herself and then cloaks Trinity and Kirei. I realize that we don't really have any way to give a signal that we have a good vantage point. So how about, I don't know, like, give us 5 minutes, you guys?
All right.
Yeah, I suppose. Just set a timer.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
and
5, 6.
Are you actually going to
7,
count?
8,
He-
9,
Oh no.
10.
Kirei will so is Anna intending to stick close by Kirei? I guess Kirei will take her hand so they can remain together when invisible.
Oh, yeah, that works. So yeah, go ahead and give me a Brains Plus notice, +1.
+1. Because it turns out the Avara player may know something about vantage points.
Yeah, funny that.
Is width or height more important here?
Height.
Okay, 2 6s.
2 6s.
If finding one fast, were important. I had 3 5s as well, but
right. So you find a pretty decent vantage point. It's on a nearby hill, right below. Excuse me. Right below a desiccated tree. It's pretty decent. It's also pretty well surrounded by landmines.
I mean, to be sure, that's going to make it difficult for anyone to sneak up on them.
Yes. You are also trapped. You know your way that you came was clear of landmines, but there is no other option, and you have to watch your step a little bit while you're up here.
Yeah, she will note this internally to Trinity, especially. She assumes that Ivara will be fine. Ivara, if all else fails, will just zipline the fuck out. But note to Trinity that if something happens and she needs to get away from Hikane, to make sure she goes back the way they came, so that she does not get blown up.
Okay. She takes that.
And again, we'll just one last query to make sure that she is okay with this plan. She seems to have a plan herself, or some idea of something she wants to try.
She seems. It seems like the landmines being here is to her preference.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, is it better for Kira to have the void key, or for one of the decoys to have the void key?
Why do you ask?
Well, on one hand, the decoys will be getting shot at, but on the other hand, Hikane will, if the plan goes well, will end up right next to Trinity. So if she somehow manages to take down Trinity and Ivara if something happens over there, then we've lost the void key. But
Anna will take it off your hands.
Well, as it would still be with the two of us, that is not really the question I am asking.
Well, yeah, but she's most unlikely to see me, and I have a really good escape route.
Kira? I think I will give it to Yanto. Yeah, I think I'll say she'll have given it to Yanto, because Yanto, as pointed out with Iron Skin, is going to be the least likely immediate target for Trinity. He's the toughest. He's the toughest nut to crack. So, if a fight comes out and somebody goes down, that reduces the chance that Hikane will say, "Take somebody out, steal the void key, and attempt to abscond."
And unfortunately, because she actually has a 3-point relationship with Yanto, she's not going to attempt to dupe him.
She may have also considered that Ivara could steal the void key and attempt to go off and get the treasure herself.
Just her later, nerds. Woo! Leaving in a minefield.
It is not that I do not trust you. It was attempted to be like, it is not that I do not trust you to steal the void key and attempt to get the treasure yourself. No, actually, it is that I do not trust you not to steal the void key and get the treasure. Go for the treasure yourself.
Darn. It was worth a try. Okay, so after about 5 minutes, MT finally ends her count.
The entire time we have just been telling her there is a timer built in for stop counting.
We have internal clocks in the Warframe.
This is the absolute worst. I think she's doing this on purpose.
Yes,
Man, to be
Danto,
her, though.
what did you do to her? How did you upset her like this? It wasn't me.
It's the Skarner. It's the Skarner. She's got sour about that.
I had nothing to do with that.
No, I know. It's fine. It is literally just that you don't have to live with these people.
Ha! I guess that's true.
I am just. It's sass in the morning, sass in the evening, sass last thing before I go to bed. It's good though.
That's good. I
How are
wish.
things with
Oh, with me and my team.
you? Yeah, I mean, you guys are still sort of finding your feet, so I don't really.
Been going
yeah.
well. We've been training more, getting more acquainted with our Warframe's abilities. Overall, I am pleased to say that Fedor and Greta have definitely shaped up. Also, our team is not much different from yours in terms of the amount of snark.
It's almost like a bunch of immortal space teenagers will just be left perpetually at that perfect cusp of adult knowledge and snark.
Oh, except
But yeah,
except take into account then that at least one of my team doesn't always get the joke.
like gets upset or just
Yes.
I mean, have you tried any like just trying to find the level they're comfortable with, or because the last thing you want to do is keep bashing them over the head with stuff that they don't like and they don't get.
Oh, of course. It's incidentally it's Greta.
Just doesn't appreciate the banter.
No, she does. It's just that Fedor especially has more or less just one tone of voice of being very calm. And so when he makes light of a situation or picks on myself or Greta, it comes across the same way as him being serious. So, and Greta's abysmal at picking up on those cues and has sworn off contact with us on more than one occasion. It's understandable.
Well, yeah.
I know that that time and aging has been strange for us. And if you think being locked with the hormones of a 15-year-old is bad, imagine that being 11.
No, I can imagine that would be worse.
So there are times where that comes back and she does in fact act like a child. And I understand. frustrating, but I understand. There is one benefit of us being outside of our cryopods, though.
Oh yeah.
We're aging again.
Just wait, seriously?
Yes. We're aging again. Slowly, but yes, we are. That means Greta will grow up and get out of this terrible phase of her life.
Just out of character for a second, is that something that's been established as happening?
In universe, like out of your group here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Rel specifically died of old age.
Ah, okay.
Rel was not put into a dream. And specifically, his body expired, and when his body expired, he basically existed entirely in his Warframe because he had no body outside of it.
Ah, right. Sorry, I was being dense.
No, that's okay. So Tenno, age. I just
nothing is clear in the Warframe universe.
yes. Well,
In the Warframe
in the
lore.
Warframe universe,
Somewhere
there
in
are,
that fucking codex.
in the Warframe universe, like things are clear. They're just like said only once, and so you just kind of have to take that as gospel.
Welcome to Warframe, where the lore is hidden in the codex, where you got a pixel hunt to have the fucking audio log unlocked.
Yeah, basically.
Because fuck you.
So yeah, out of character, yes, that is established.
Fair enough.
In character, you really kind of didn't know how this worked. This whole experience of being you and not dreaming anymore. So that might come to you as a surprise.
Yeah. Just this blank, silent moment as Rhino just sort of cocks head. Ah, I'm going to be honest with you here. I honestly did not know that. I just thought this was it.
No. I mean,
not like I was looking forward to it or anything. Dear God, at some point I want a valid ID.
Yes, I understand. It's been most noticeable. I understand why not everyone would recognize that, but with us having Greta as a teammate, she's of the age of rapid changes, so it's actually a little more noticeable that she's getting older.
Yeah, Frona just holds up a finger. I think this is a conversation we should have. Never, because
Taller. Oh my god.
Just no.
I have no idea why you were trying to imply that.
Stop it! Oh, I hate myself so much now. I'm just gonna walk into. I'm just gonna walk into the line of fire. I deserve this now.
You're terrible. This is awful.
Meanwhile, Excalibur's been wandering around in the background, and suddenly it's like, "Hey, what's going on over here, guys?"
Blam!
We were having a heart-to-heart until Yonta's mind went straight into the gutter.
That happens.
I like to think we were counting the whole time.
Yeah.
We're right there, but just counting.
Forgot how many seconds were in a minute, and you were like 603, 604. When did I stop?
Why am I counting?
You just kept on counting because you liked it.
Yeah. It was calming.
So, you guys, 5 minutes passed.
All right.
and Byron activates speed. And you guys are very fast.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
So, yeah, what's it like when you get this? Because you are really fast.
Oh jeez.
You think fast, you move fast, and you recognize that you were going faster than everything else.
This is a lot. This is a lot right now. I'm I'm worrying at 10 times my usual speed.
Yes, exactly.
I do a couple of running jumps and rolls and stuff though.
I mean, I don't know if it's possible to feel any cooler than that. Because
I am the wind.
Yanta takes like one tentative step forward, over accelerates, and just slams into a wall. Steady, steady. Okay, I got this. Reverse.
and you guys putz around with that long enough that the speed boost wears off. Byron sighs and activates it again.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Suppose I should probably put up. Stop doing backflips.
Okay. How are you going to be a distraction?
I mean, what I'm doing right now is pretty good.
Okay, you're gonna do that on the planes?
Yeah. Even
All
more
right.
room to run around, jump, do flips.
Okay.
Yeah, Yanta's gonna pop his iron skin before he goes off.
Okay. Yeah. So here's the question: are the three of you splitting up
I
or
think
staying
that-
together?
I want to
I'm-
stay fairly close. So we could help one another out.
Yeah, that's fair. Like maybe 20 meters apart, but just all heading in roughly the same direction.
Okay. Yeah. So, who wants? Because for Freezies, you're gonna get her attention. As the three of you dash out into the plains, just going really fast, and practically so. Who wants to make a deceit +2?
Do not look at the guy who
Deceit.
has almost no face. Actually, no,
Wait.
hang on a second. I've got
Is
face.
it
Holy shit.
connive?
Connive, yes, connive.
I'll do it.
Connive +2 is the roll you need to make.
I'll do it.
All right, roll connive +2 dice.
Connive +2 dice. I
Because
can
the
do
point
this.
is to get Hikane's attention, and in a way that she isn't aware of another thing about to hit her.
2 sevens, second.
2 sevens. I'll go ahead and roll her out. Think. Okay. All right. So, what? So, the three of you dash out into the plains really fast, incredibly fast. And there is a point where MT, you recognize in the distance as you are halfway across the plains because you guys are so damn fast. There is a point where you recognize the glint of the scope of a sniper rifle
Haha.
that flashes at you. And Kirei is able to also catch that little bit of movement. So, Kirei,
Yep.
you are going to roll transference
Mm-hmm.
versus her gunshot.
I
To
mean,
see if you do this before she fires.
the answer is probably not, but we'll if the gun has any wicked fast on it, but we'll see. So my transference certainly doesn't have any wicked fast. Right? She'll. Oh yeah. Narratively, one last. She'll be like, "Get ready, Trinity."
Just like an internal nod.
Oh yeah, sure. Now that I only want one set, now I roll 3 different sets.
Oh, okay.
All right, so 2 by 7, so it's
All right, let me just go ahead and roll.
only gonna break a tie if she rolls a lower 2 wit set and has 0 wicked fast.
I'm gonna call for MT to make a dodge.
Hell yeah! Do I get any help, or is this just me?
Add wicked fast 3 because you're going so fucking fast.
Yeah, I assume
wait, hang on. In Excalibur?
Yeah.
Yeah, he already has wicked fast too.
So treat it as if you have wicked fast 5.
because remember, Voltage
going
is
so
making
fast.
faster.
All right. Well, I rolled 2 10s naturally.
Okay.
I think you dodged the shot.
I give the bullet a high 5 on its way past.
Effectively, your goal here was just to beat her height because she was not going to beat your width.
So you know that thing where it's like somebody fires and then you like move, you like just slide to the side with an after image. That's basically what I imagine happening here.
Only with a lot more running, jumping, tumbling.
Like she's like, I have this shot, and then you're just like not there by a hair.
So you experience what bullet time must feel like. And then quickly learn why Volt is Byron's favorite frame. And Kirei. You swap with Hikane. You are now inside of Ember.
Yep. She will. That's interesting.
And there's no other mind here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hikane would not be on their case so much if she had her own awakened Warframe.
Yes. There is no other mind in this Warframe.
Well,
you do have a sniper rifle. You know the general area of the hill that you were on if you want to like look through the scope.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, she's not getting, one way or another, she's not getting back over there easily in the immediate future, so.
Okay. You look through the scope?
Yeah, actually, because she does have a plan. Assuming Trinity succeeds in ejecting Hikane, she should just be able to transference back into Trinity.
Mm-hmm. All right. So are you going to look out for Trinity's plan, or are you going to interrupt it?
I'm going to look and see what happens.
Okay. So you're watching Trinity uninvisibles as the invisibility the cloak has run out from Ivara.
Although I think just like, I like to think just a fraction of a second too late, it occurs to Kirei what Trinity is about to do.
Yes. You see Hikane tumble out of Trinity as if against her will. She is confused, dazed, and a little stunned, and then Trinity kicks her off the hill.
Welp.
A mine explodes. You have a mine explodes, and you have 5 seconds to get out of Ember.
She will exit Ember. That was not a plan I expected from her. Loki, absolutely not her.
There's something rubbing off.
Loki would have done that in a heartbeat. It would have been less. It would have been less like, I'm a little worried, and Loki would have just been like, you sense a glee, incoming glee. He is looking forward to something. Loki, what are you doing?
And within 5 seconds, the Ember is a facsimile of Ember, as Akane is no longer in the game.
She is going to be very upset with me.
as Trinity booted her off the hill into a minefield.
Kirei will, I guess, transference back into Trinity from a distance because she can do that.
Yeah.
That is, I have to admit, I was not expecting that plan from you.
She feels bad about it.
It is a game.
The general feeling that you get from her is that like she only did it because it is a game,
right?
But she does feel bad about it because like that's a rude thing to do to a person. Even if it is a game, it's kind of rude to kick them off of a hill and then do a minefield. But she also seems to acknowledge that like there was no way you were going to talk her out of a fight.
I mean, it was less we were gonna curious plan. She said talk her out of a fight, but it was more like take her prisoner because she would have been sans Warframe and surrounded by Warframes.
Yeah,
just like.
But Trinity seems aware that like
she would have tried to fight anyway.
Utilize her as a threat without actually taking her out of the game.
Yeah. Well, there is no way she's going to believe that wasn't my plan, so I think I will take the brunt of her anger when this is done.
And yeah, Hikane is removed from the game.
She is going to be very upset. She'll flag down the others, I guess.
Yeah, you can do that.
Excalibur is still just flipping in the air, like fucking running off of dunes, and
or I guess they have, communicators. She'll be like, Hikane.
You don't have communicators that are actually working right now.
Oh, that's right. Those were disabled for the game. Mm-hmm. Even you can't even use them in the same room, huh?
Nope. No, communicators are disabled. There may or may not be a room that can allow you to do things with that you haven't found.
Okay.
Good, because if MT had her communicator on and you tried to patch into it right now, you would just hear like an overly loud and blown out version of the Green Hill Zone music.
Excellent.
Well,
MT, FYI, you get the feeling that Excalibur is also really enjoying himself.
You all probably heard an explosion from the direction of Trinity and Anna's visit you don't know where they're positioned, but you heard an explosion from somewhere.
I mean, Yanto probably hears the explosion and runs off in that direction, like, oh shit, and then like does a 10-foot skid in the dirt until he comes to a stop.
I'm actually more imagining Yanto like running up the hill that they were on, but then like his momentum keeps on going, so it's more of a ramp.
He just ramps, still doing the running motion with the arms pumping, like, oh wait, no!
Seriously, like, wait, Yanto, no, landmines.
Come on, Nate, be straight with me. Do I land in the minefield?
Go ahead and roll notice.
Well, can I actually get my result for my iron skin?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you did use iron skin, didn't you?
Yeah.
You land in a mine. You land immediately on a mine and it explodes. Your iron skin is shattered, but you're fine.
Yeah, I got a pair of tens.
MT, however, can roll notice to avoid mines while being really cool.
I mean, she notices there's mines because somebody just exploded there.
Yeah.
2/8.
2/8. Yeah, you're okay. You're fine. While you're being really cool and enjoying this tremendous amount of speed. You recognize there are mines here, and you should mind them.
Is there like a comical facsimile of Hikane? Or
no.
do they only
No.
show the Warframes?
It only shows the Warframe.
Somebody's gonna, man, you want a murder mystery? Imagine finding that ember. You have no idea what the fuck happened. One of the remaining players is gonna encounter that ember and just like, what the fuck? How? They have no injuries.
What happened here?
There's a hill exploded, but it's on the other side of the room.
How? What? Why? And with the threat neutralized, Byron does dash off to try to pursue Greta.
Okay. I guess he is just going to go do that then. I would think Greta would have maybe, if she is still in the room, have come and like also investigated the explosion, but
I mean, he doesn't take very long to find her because yes, she has come out of the little trench that she has made for herself.
Conversely, she saw the whole thing and is just rolling laughing right now.
I mean, this was after she stopped laughing.
Okay, just
Thankfully, the scope on her rifle has TiVo, so she was able to pause, rewind, and now has that on the loop.
Yeah.
She's going to upload this later and severely piss Hikane off.
No, she's not going to do that when Hikane can actually do real damage for actuallys.
Okay. Fair.
You,
me, conclave now.
Nope. I'm just going to be right over here. Bye.
Well, then, I guess we will do this out of conclave.
And yeah, if you guys choose to, you can meet up outside of the planes back in the guest rooms.
Sure. Are they gonna ask Kieran what happened?
I mean, Yanto is. I mean, after he comes back in, like slightly smoldering.
Yeah. Byron, Volt is now there. With Volt Grax is now there with Ember Grax, and Byron is going to be like, so what happened?
I saw a bullet.
You saw a bullet?
I saw.
Well,
Like coming at you?
Yeah.
there was something we...
Oh, that is so cool. So Byron did the thing, the speed thing.
Yeah.
That's so fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Byron, can you do the speed thing again so that MT and I can high five in super speed? Byron sighs. He does the speed thing so you can high five in super speed.
Is there a sonic boom?
It's the coolest.
Yes.
Okay, those shenanigans aside.
Yeah, how did you manage to take her out?
Well, you obviously found out that there were landmines surrounding the hill.
Ever so slightly, yes. I do remember this brief moment as I was still accelerating up the hill despite not actually making physical contact with the hill. The Ember was still standing there? But there was an explosion, and...
Well, yes, I succeeded in switching places with Hikane. And then...
It turns out that Trinity is like really cold-blooded.
Oh god, what'd she do?
She kicked Hikane into a landmine.
Trinity.
Oh my high five! Like puts up a hand for a high five for Trinity.
She gives like a very meek high five because like while she was kind of proud that it worked, she also felt bad because it's a really rude thing to do to somebody.
Well, you know what else
She's-
another rude thing is?
she's
To
very
shoot people in the
polite.
head.
She's very polite, and what she did was not polite at all.
Hikane was not playing politely. She certainly had more of a chance to react than most of her targets.
This is also true. That said, I'm assuming we're going to make an agreement now. We avoid her like the plague when we get out of here.
She is going to be very upset with me.
Oh man, like there is not a wedge. There is not an atomic wedgie powerful enough. I will most likely be force-fed my own underwear.
Yeah, that's probably a really good idea to avoid her. Her and I were kind of having this big hunting thing going on for I think days. I am running off of about 0 sleep.
Would you like to stay here and get some rest?
I'm exhausted.
Would you like to get some rest now, and we'll carry you to the next room?
Yes.
Does she
And
just
then-
fall over?
And then you see Ember Grax just thunk over.
She's just going to sleep there in her okay.
I catch her.
Yeah, you catch her.
I guess we resume exploring. I was going to suggest she sleep here in the guest rooms, as that is what they are meant for, but
We can take her there.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much of a push for us to just take her to the rooms. We're not just going to leave her in
Yeah,
the middle
you
of the field.
You just carry
no, we
Ember.
met up. We are in the hallway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We
right.
met up in the guest rooms.
Yeah, you can just carry her into one of the guest rooms and leave her there. Byron is just like, thank you for helping me and helping her. I really appreciate it. I think this may be where we split off.
I see. You are going to keep watch over Greta then?
Yes, when she awakens, provided she does not immediately stab me in the back, which I'm not discounting, I'm going to suggest that, or I'm going to say that we are going to continue looking for Feder. I know that eventually you're going to find the prize, and that eventually we're all going to have one big showdown to decide who gets the prize.
It's only fair that it's a fair fight.
Indeed. But also, I know that it may take more than a day for you to find it. So, if we leave Greta here alone and the rooms change, I do not know if I'm going to find her again. So, I would like to stay here.
Stay with her. It's okay.
I
Thank you for understanding.
Hey, it's what friends do.
Yeah.
Look out for
And-
each other.
Like, he'll fucking shake y'all's hands.
Oh, he's getting pulled in for a hug.
Oh, I mean, hell yeah, he does that.
Group hug.
Hell yeah.
Ah! Just everyone gets just dog pile.
Kira is still standing there with her hand out.
We like pull her in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, you're in here too.
So yeah, you all engage a group hug with Byron, and he's just like, well, I'll see the rest of you soon. Best of luck.
Right. He gestures towards the doorway. Adventure?
Heck yeah, man.
All right. Well, pulls out the void key and looks it over. Don't suppose there's any indication of. I mean, it'd be too easy for the key to actually give us a route of where the lock is. Ah, well.
Hmm. MT said that it was worth a hope, though. MT said there were rooms that can other ways to get there, though.
Yeah.
Well, let us be off.
All right, so you guys are in the guest rooms. If you take the the tasteful clown portrait exit, you'll go to the vista. If you take the the Cuba portrait, you go to the plains.
You know what, actually? Why don't
So-
we take a break and allow the rooms to switch?
Time is a bit of the essence. I do not think we should do that this soon.
Okay.
We have not done much else today.
Yeah, we kind of had an emotional breakfast, learned some things about ourselves, learned some things about our friends.
I also got shot a lot.
I fucked up
made
a
some
bunch of robots.
Many bullets still.
Got shot a bunch.
My carapace.
I watched
Pissed off,
Hikane take out Grayson.
Then you watch Trinity take out Akane.
The circle of life.
Skana Prime still busted.
Look, I may have something that's going to really cheer you up after all this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it'll be a surprise.
Oh, a surprise. Well, alright then.
Does it have anything to do with that large rusty sword on your back?
Shut up.
Well, we were just in the plains. You didn't see any other way to get out of there, did you?
You guys saw that there are. Let's see, how many exits are there from the plains? Yeah, you guys saw that there was one other doorway in the plains.
Why don't we try that, since
would-
we kind of know everything else that's around here, and it's not where we want to go.
That is true.
You don't know what is in from the main exit of the guest rooms?
Though, shall we try the main exit of the guest rooms here first? We have not been out that way yet.
Well,
Oh, no.
it is closer.
Not today, anyway.
And it is a safe route, so might as well.
When you poke your heads out of the main way out of the main entrance of the guest rooms, there is a robot butler that is guarding that is guarding the patio exit from the ballroom, who sees you and sighs and pushes one of your faces back in the doorway before closing it. He's tired of you people coming in this way. This is an exit. Damn it.
That led back to the ballroom. I guess across the hills it is.
Well, okay.
It was
Okay.
It was a good party, I'll admit. But I think
don't-
partying too much would be bad.
I have to take your word for it.
Trust me, it was awesome. But if we're crossing the plains, I'm assuming cue the sweeping orchestral soundtrack.
All right. Since you're all working together, I don't think it's actually possible for you to fail the notice roll to recognize the mines. So yeah, you guys
Plus-
navigate the.
Plus, we already know where at least some of them are.
Yeah.
I assume
So-
there's more. It's not just that one hill, but
Yes. You guys navigate the plains, and you guys navigate the plains, and let's see here. Let me get a roll. You guys come out of you guys come out of the door that you take. That's just oddly just a doorway that's just standing there in the middle of these plains.
Like that faces us anymore.
Yeah, so used to it now. And you step out into a newsroom of some kind. There are a there is a it is an old Earth style newsroom. It has a news counter for anchors. There is a area off to the side with a green screen for a weather report, and then a larger desk or a smaller desk off to another side for a sports report. There are several cameras focused on all of these. There are robots on each of the cameras. There are a helpful crew of robots are there to aid in the broadcast however they can.
What in the actual fuck?
A robot comes by. Hey, so I really hope you guys are here to deliver the news. The producer has been antsy since nothing has been reported for, I think, about 1,000 years.
News?
Do you have any news to report? Like, if not, I mean, that sucks. I'm probably going to get scrapped.
I mean, I've got something for your obituaries.
Oh, man, that's terrible. Why would you say that to me?
What, deaths are news?
I thought you were making I thought you were telling a jape about me being scrapped.
No.
Cool. That's better. Okay. I probably should explain how this works. If you don't want to tell the news, that's fine. I guess there's the doorway out right over there. But any news that is recorded here in this studio will be broadcast to the entirety of the maze.
Oh.
If you need any help, let us know. Our producer would absolutely kill to have some news coming out of the studio. And he motions to an office, like some kind of upstairs office with windows that are heavily illuminated, so only a shadow seems to be peering down at you all. In some kind of shock treatment style.
Anything we say, huh?
I do not know if we wish to do this. I do not believe it's wise to announce our recent acquisitions to the entire game.
Oop.
Well, who's left, really?
I mean,
the Fedor, and potentially Fedor, potentially Anna's other two companions.
Yeah, Dom and Persephone are somewhere.
That would be it. Hikane Tsukimono and the Hydroid have all been eliminated, as well as Grayson.
I mean, we don't have to report true things, right?
Certainly not.
Oh, you're saying
you can always tell a lie. Oh man, I'm gonna do a weather report.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I would think given your hobby, you would have preferred to do sports.
That's a really good point. But I was gonna give a weather report about how it's just hurricanes all the way down. But no, it's sports time.
You're just gonna give a honest to God sports update on recent Lunaro news.
Yeah, she's going to go and stand behind as Ivara stand behind the sports desk.
Rhina's going to join. Rhina's going to join her. I actually, I was on the last Rathum, so I can give an update on that.
Oh man, awesome.
Come on, you two, main desk.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say I wanted to go to. I wanted to do weather and be.
Well, you can be okay. You can be with the MT. You can do it. You can just make up some cool random shit that sounds really good.
Got it.
MT. Excalibur will be your co-anchor if you need it.
Can you get Excalibur to emote? That's right, Greg.
He could probably nod and give a couple hand gestures.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, y'all ready?
All right.
Okay, and rolling in 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, and welcome to the, let's say, 4:00 news.
Excalibur is like he holds up a just a picture of a sword on it.
Where did you get that?
Let's be fair. This has been Oberon. It'd be a picture of a cat.
Oh, if Oberon was here, Kirei would have teamed up with Oberon to do the cat appreciation news. The mod appreciation news.
It would be like that fluff segment at the end of the news, but like half an hour long and really in depth.
Tonight's special report is on milk. Can it kill you?
Excalibur holds up a picture of a jug of milk being stabbed.
Grenier scientists just don't know, but that won't stop the corpus from selling it in copious amounts. Also, where does it come from? Again, we just don't know.
He holds up a picture of a Grenier standing there looking very baffled at several jugs of milk. He has many other sheets of paper, and he's just like frantically scrawling on them just to be in time with you.
He's doing great. I'm so proud of him. So whether or not you're lactose intolerant, it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. All of us will eventually die. Now on to sports.
He draws. He holds up a picture of the whole news team with swords in them.
Like, just cuts over to Rhino going, "Who gave him that many muck?" Oh yes, and big events in the sports world over the last couple of weeks. In the most recent Rathum tournament, we have seen some tremendous upsets. A lot of fledgling Tenno teams making their debut in the Rathum arena. Team Delta Elemental acquitted themselves fantastically well. The Reapers, a Ember/Necros pair-up, also took to the stage and delivered some absolutely breathtaking action. But the wins of the night have to go to Team Aurum, the rather kind of upstart Tenno team that went on to seal the deal against what was one of the less usual teams to enter the competition. That said, it was, and you just see Yanto just slightly beginning to corpse and
Doing real good.
I don't know how to words.
In other sports too, Lunaro. Well, so you guys know the Game Wardens? They're like 16-0 this season, and and that hasn't really changed. There was a big match just the other night, and they dominated the field 3-0, and the other team a out of character. Just give me a second here. A Mirage, Frost, and Trinity group were more or less hapless. Also, they're punks. You punks. And she pulls out a microphone and drops it before going invisible.
Well, strong words there. Heated opinions from the sports desk this evening, and now over to now the weather. Just frantically points off screen.
Thank you, Kira says the small panel. Today in the what is the name of this? Today in the principal challenge, the chance of rain has significantly been reduced as Hydroid has been eliminated from the challenge. She stands off to the side and gestures at the green screen.
Yes, and the back in the studio, the team frantically gets a security footage of a dead Hydroid.
Similarly, over in the giant planes room, the rain of bullets has significantly lightened up with the elimination of Ember.
They show the Ember that's just kind of like laying there uselessly.
Yeah, the Ember that's just like looks less dead and more like it's just fallen over.
Yeah,
and it can't get up. That just with the earlier eliminations of Nova and with the between those with the eliminations of Nova and Necros, that leaves only, how many is that? Only 8 competitors? Yes. That leaves at most 8 competitors remaining in the game. That is all for the weather.
The cameras are now on MT and Excalibur.
Thank you for that very informative report. We look forward to that and many more weathers to come later on. Well, that's about all the time I think we have for today. Thank you for joining us, and
Excalibur holds up a picture indicating that you should probably stay tuned for the 11 o'clock news when you'll be doing a story about the entire news team dying to swords.
it's just the same picture that he had up last time.
Yeah.
It's just got
Except at the top is now written stay tuned for 11 o'clock.
Yes.
Stay
If this is how the rest of the party finds out that he can write, I'm gonna fucking kill myself and see them when the game is over.
Also, I just want to think, I just imagine I can imagine like if this is being broadcast to the like just outside the challenge to everybody's left, uh Kaite giving polite laughter and appreciation for the puns.
Of
Or
course.
polite clapping in appreciation for the puns,
Of course.
and Hikane just being intensely angry.
Just seething.
Hikane seething at the
and Grayson absolutely whoops at the at the game wardens as
Yeah.
best warden.
I'm MT, and I just want to remind you all to play nice, play fair, and we'll all get through this together.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
The last thing is a picture of Excalibur sorting all the remaining competition.
Oh boy.
They're putting a sword through the picture.
Yes. No, it's better. The last one is him having scrawled a picture of the remaining Warframes in the competition, and ending it by cutting it in half with the sword.
When all he got's a sword, everything looks like something you can cut in half with a sword.
Technically, the sword is the one thing he doesn't really have much of right now.
He uses a radial javelin.
Oh. I mean, I'm willing to accept that it is still intact enough to cut a piece of paper,
Yes.
but
Yes, he does that. The news team are just like, that's a wrap, folks. That was absolutely beautiful. The best reporting we've seen in over 1,000 years.
The only reporting he's seen in about
It's the only reporting we've seen in over 1,000 years.
Just let him have this, okay?
nobody has
What?
found this. Nobody. has
Therefore,
found
it's
this
the
room.
best.
Nobody has found this room in previous runs.
They didn't report the news.
I see.
It's a bit mean, really.
And you guys are.
No bonus. We just got to report news to everybody.
I mean, you could have used that to deceive anybody, lead them astray, etc.
Well, now I've got them all afraid of milk, so.
But now you have them all afraid of milk, so they are not going to be drinking the milk in
I
this
was
maze.
tempted to suggest that we broadcast that somebody else has the key, that like say Greta has the key or something.
Yeah, like
Oh.
I mean, at the very least, we've intimidated everyone because we've just demonstrated that Excalibur is fucking crazy.
I mostly just wanted to do puns with the weather.
MT, you get the distinct feeling that Excalibur had a lot of fun.
Oh no, yeah. He's doing great.
Oh, good.
He really enjoyed himself.
I am glad that did not take very long. Shall we continue?
Sure.
Yeah.
And you guys step into the next room, which where a robot sits at a table in a nice room with several colorless cups in front of him. There is a door at the end.
Oh, God damn it.
Kira is. Have you been here before?
Yes.
Oh, hello! I remember you. You passed it last. No, you passed it last time. Anyway, if you wish to pass through the room behind me, you must correctly identify each of the drinks before me. One is Space Pepsi, one is Space Coke, and one is Space RC Cola. And that one's poisoned. And all of you get the benefit of having completed a challenge. All of you get the benefit of having completed a challenge. Specifically, one PC here has completed this challenge. An NPC with him has completed the challenge. Therefore, they know what to do. Anna just steps up. She steps up. She's like, "Pour me," and then the robot. Like, the robot, as if like he looks nervous. He looks around and like he takes a rag and like he wipes off sweat from his brow that wasn't actually there. And he gives her the 3 cups and she sniffs them. She steps out of her Warframe, sniffs them, chugs down one, slams it down, and goes, "Let us through, man." Okay, yeah, that's the right one. You can go ahead, man. That's okay. Go ahead.
I am alarmingly aroused right now. Did I say that out loud? Oh god.
Kira just silently turns and begins moving on.
And yeah, you guys then enter a familiar observatory.
Damn it.
Oh no.
This is the 3rd time I have been in this room.
It's come up a lot. Yeah. I'm glad you get to the newsroom though. That one was yes. And yeah, you guys come upon the observatory. And I will say there is something that's changed in here. Not inside the observatory proper, but do you guys happen to look out into the void at all?
I think it's pretty unavoidable, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You see, you do see, there is, there is something that was here in the void that wasn't there prior. It's like there's some kind of blinking or some kind of light that is constantly flashing.
That was... Kira will go to the telescope and look closer.
You see a void ship.
What?
It is approaching the storm.
What is...
It is approaching the storm with purpose, and it is not changing its course.
It's a ship. It's heading right into the storm.
Why?
I do not know.
Wait, when we were last here, this place was like untethered. Like time-wise.
I recall we turned time back, but we turned it back forward again.
Boy, that was a sentence.
What I mean is...
And that was only for the... that should have only affected the computers.
Yeah,
anyway,
it would have
though.
only been the computer.
What do you mean, Yanto?
No, I just thought I remembered something about him sending a ship in there. I wasn't sure if Void fuckery was making it happen a second time, but... I mean, no one's going to be insane enough to try and drive a... No, he's been eliminated already. No one remaining here is insane enough to fly a ship into the void.
Wait, didn't we do that?
We had a navigator, admittedly one that was half conscious.
We flew through the void. We didn't fly into the storm. That's also not our void ship. Which may surprise Anna because they haven't otherwise mentioned that. And unless Yanto's mentioned that they have a void ship. But
I don't believe so.
The
That's not a void ship.
Yeah, we've had a weird couple of weeks.
That's awesome, dude. Can I see it?
No one's seeing anything if we don't get out of this maze.
I mean, that's true, but like, still,
what is it? Why would somebody be heading into the storm now?
Well, I mean, can we
If
hail
time
it?
even means anything.
Is there any
Hail it with
communication?
what?
I don't know. A big sign. Apparently, Excalibur's very good for pulling it, pulling fucking signs out of his ass.
He scrawls on a piece of paper, and puts it against the window, and it's just a void ship being stabbed.
Give me that.
Somehow, I knew what it was going to be, and I was happy that it happened.
I do not know. I did not notice any means of communicating in this room.
You
And-
see, that are you still tracking the ship?
Yeah.
It deviates course, just a little bit, because there is a world, and it releases some kind of almost some kind of tether that latches onto the world somehow, and tows it into another world.
I'm sorry?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Someone
Kira
played it-
relays this. It seems to be towing a world and into another world.
I'm sorry?
And you watch as that world expands into something bigger. You can't see what went on inside of it, but something definitely changed as the world itself expanded.
Seem to have combined.
And there is a long moment where nothing happens, and the void ship tethers to this larger world, and begins pulling it towards the storm.
It's pulling this larger world it's pulling the larger world to the storm now.
Kira, if you were to guess, this was not just whoever was piloting this was not just smashing two random worlds together, but had two very specific ones picked out.
This is too deliberate. They're trying to accomplish something via this but I do not know what. I do not think it is just random experimentation. There's a specific result they are aiming for.
I'm probably being really, really, really dumb here, but didn't he say that the reason why all these rooms could change were they were situated around this storm?
Something like that, I believe.
And now something is feeding them into the storm.
To be sure, that was not their void ship.
That was not their void ship, and you don't know if those were rooms at all.
We don't know if those worlds were rooms. They are far beyond. I suspect there are far many more worlds out here than are being used as rooms for this challenge. The bigger question is who is piloting that ship. I do not know of any other Tenno that have access to a void ship, nor am I aware of the Grineer or the Corpus having access to one.
Kira, you can roll Brainless. Anyone who wants to take a look at this void ship can roll Brainless Remember.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Kira at this point will get up, and in case anybody else would like to look, as it seems like it is just heading towards the storm at this point.
Yes.
Nothing. Remember is my worst trait.
Okay.
Any
Yeah, it is.
relationships to add.
Uh,
On maybe.
And I'll say you all can definitely see that it is now on the long trek towards the storm directly.
2 9s for remember.
Okay, Yanta, did you get anything, or were you rolling?
Sorry, I I was too busy admonishing myself for coming up with bullshit theories. What was I doing?
Rolling remember. If you will get
Ugh.
the ship.
Excuse me, while I just do this. Pair of nines.
Okay, so Hire Yanto, you recognize this as an Orokin science vessel.
Wait, that
Sleek, small-ish, with an allotment of a small and specialized crew, minimal weapons, but a lot of utility options and items, and a lot of ports for probes and the creation of and also a fabber at one end for the creation of necessary research probes and research stations.
Wait, if that's the model of ship, then that would make the most likely occupants Archimedean Xiphos.
I think he's still alive.
This is a place separated from time.
He also fled the Orican Empire before he could be executed by the emperors. No one has seen him since, and we know that he was extremely interested in studying this storm. I really cannot think of who else it could be.
Hmm.
In any case, we don't currently have any way to contact him.
No, but there are ways to get there from here.
Yes, though. For now, we should focus on the challenge.
Okay.
All right. And as you guys step into the next room, a familiar firing range, I'm going to call it into the session.
Yay!
We should be all right.
I mean, like, the firing range is going to be jumped by was MT was in there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MT can just kind of.
No, that's fine. No, it's
I'll
more.
do that.
It's more like no. What deeper, darker secrets are at work here?
Ah, okay. Experienced everybody. What do you guys think?
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's good.
We killed a girl.
Oh, Trinity.
Wow.
Just booted Hikane right into a mine.
If you had succeeded the charm check, you would have been able to influence her plan so that she wouldn't just rudely kick Hikane into a mine. It could have maybe like taken her prisoner or knocked her out or something.
Yeah.
I think all of those are just left with too many complications.
I mean, probably, but she wanted to at least try to give her a chance, and then I'm like, okay. Like, if you want, basically, it'd been like, if you want us to just eliminate you from this game right now with you out of your Warframe, we can, or you can calm down and try and work with us. Like, your choice.
But yeah, so yeah, if you had succeeded the charm check, you would have been able to influence her to knock her out or capture her instead.
Right.
But yeah, I'm glad you guys had fun. Any questions, comments for you in the recording?
No, I'm all good.
I didn't feel like it could ramp up anymore, but then you're just like, oh hey, by the way,
Here's this void ship.
Here's this void
here's some
ship that's
more void shenanigans.
here's some more void shenanigans here.
Which may contain one of the last surviving Orokin who is not a complete and total fucksocket.
As far as we know.
As far as we-
I mean, comparatively to the ones we know.
This particular Orokin did make the void spike though.
Yeah, he did do that. Speaking of which, I do kind of want to borrow that a bit for. I kind of want to see if I kind of want to borrow that for when we go to Neptune.
I mean, to be fair,
Hmm?
I was going to say, like, to be fair, if like his attitude, he left all of this here for Tenno to find.
This is true.
Like, this was not I locked it all up because I've got my goodies in a vault. It's a case of this is a thing to train Tenno and reward them for success.
He also seemed to at least have an idea that the Tenno would eventually be inclined, not very well disposed towards the Emperors, since he seemed willing to put his negative thoughts about the Orokin Empire in his notes for the Tenno to find.
Yeah, this seems like his kind of seditious, non-lethal version of the Hunger Games. Except there is literally no hunger. In fact, that this place is tripping over itself to give you free food and beds.
I don't know, Greta might really want something other than candy. She's been in the plates for like 3 days.
Yeah.
She has been subsisting off of candy and adrenaline for the last 3 days.
She's gonna have a plain bowl of rice.
Just
like,
sleep.
oh.
She's just gonna sleep for 14 hours, wake up and have all of the food.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys had fun. Any other final comments, questions for another recording? Okay then.
Nope.